Hello, everyone. Welcome to another week's episode of Reconnecting the Dots, brought to you by Abdurrahman. Once again, I want to empower and help you to become the best version of yourself through this podcast, and I hope it benefits you. So, take a listen to this week's episode and let me know what you think. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another week's episode of Reconnecting the Dot podcast with Abdurrahman. This is episode 11 of season 2 of Self Improvement. Today, we're discussing about work-life balance. And on that note, I'd like to say thank you to Almighty Allah for keeping you on high till date. It's indeed a blessing. And I also want to appreciate you all for, the critical feedbacks, comments, and it's really, really encouraging. Thank you so much. Thank you all. So without having to waste your time, let's delve into the topic of the day. It's about work-life balance. Maintaining a work-life balance is easy when you're a sole trader, right? You typically work from home and you have no else to answer to. So it should be easy to switch up. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. In fact, many home-based sole traders struggle to strike a healthy work-life balance because the lines are more blurred. So, what's a sole trader? A sole trader can be a business owner, a sole proprietor, someone who has his own thing going on and all that, right? And this also is applicable to, professionals or those who are, might be planning to go into entrepreneurship and stuff like that. So, I'm going to be sharing with you today some tips on how you can maintain a healthy work-life balance. All right, 1. Play to your strengths. What does playing to your strength means? Don't try and be all things to all people. Focus on your strengths and outsource the others. If you're not a whiz at accounts or graphic design, outsource them instead of wasting your time. Hey, look, this is what I'm just trying to say. You have a strength to do things. Don't forget we all have different intellectual abilities and skill set. Trust me, focus on your strength, make it happen, and do what you have to do in terms of, channeling your strength appropriately. All right. So, you can be an island if you can do everything. Just outsource the others and make everything easy for yourself. Number 2, prioritize your time. How do you prioritize our time? You may have a to-do list of 50 tasks on it, but you need to prioritize those tasks into categories as follows. So, what are these categories which you can prioritize your time to look like? 1, urgent and important. 2, urgent but not important. Important but not urgent. Neither urgent nor important. Number 3, know your pecs and throw. Are you a morning person? If you are, assign tough, high concentration tasks to mornings. Don't leave the tough task until it's night time, and vice versa. So know your pecs. Understand what you do. Understand if you're an early morning person, boom. You understand you need to have a routine to actually keeps your body system and everything about you amplified for the rest of the day. You see what I'm saying? Prioritize yourself. Have a schedule. Know how you want to actually operate for the rest of the day, such that you are able to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Number 4, plot some personal time. Okay, we all know, you and I know that time is of essence. Time is quite important in everything we do, right? And you don't want to waste any single time, right? You don't want to waste any moments at all. When personal issues arise, it can be tempting to bury yourself in your work. Don't do it if you don't make time for your personal life. Your me time, including your family and your health, you won't have a business to go back to. See, plot some personal time for yourself. That's the way you can have a work-life balance. You need to strike this balance. It's very important. 5, have a set work hours and stick to them. Have a set of work hours, respect them, stick to them, follow them. Set work hours for yourself and do everything in your power to stick to them. Otherwise, before you know it, you will be working until midnight every night. Trust me, you all know, you and I know that This time and period is a very trying period for everyone across the globe. It's a pandemic and it has changed our lives forever, whether we like it or not. Things are not done the normal way anymore. Things are done differently now. A lot of jobs have moved to the virtual workspace. A lot of companies are currently transitioning, into another different workspace, right? So the thing is, you need to embrace all of this, different things and make it work for you so as to be able to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Health is wealth. Take note of that. 6, find time for your finances. You and I know finances is actually one of the major aspects of our lives. It's very, very important, right? Whether you work for yourself or not, it's important to feel confident about your finances. In order to do this, you need to get some accounting software in place and use it from day one. Hey, accounting software, there's so many. Thank God to technology, honestly. Technology has made it so easy for the entire world to amplify or facilitate a lot of things for ourselves. All right. So you can use a whole lot of accounting softwares, Microsoft Excel. There's so many applications we can actually even help you to simplify your spending, your monthly, weekly, or daily budget on how you want to run your finances. As a matter of fact, your online banking is also another tracking tool to help track your spending or your financial budgeting. Cash flow is one of the biggest challenges facing small businesses, right? For those who are business owners, or for those who are trying to go into business or trying to set up, some type of business in future or now, you should start using. It's very important for you to actually take into consideration, technology that will actually help drive, that business or whatever it is you want to do. Which, of course, there's actually nothing you want to do that does not, involve finances. So it's just very important for you to actually take note of this, because these are ways you can actually strike the balance between work and personal life. Manage your time. That's the 7th tip. Manage your time long term. Create a timeline of your activities specific. It could be computer programs that helps, you customize your own spreadsheet or, any kind of, work table. Put dates across the top and activities data to the side. Break each task into components. So what I'm just trying to say here is manage your time appropriately. Whatever it is you're doing with your time, it is very, very important, because again, you can't waste time. Guess what? Time does not wait for anyone. Time doesn't wait for anyone at all. So if you need to do XYZ, make it happen. Make it happen. And there's an adage that says, "Is teaching time saves 9," right? So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things you need to do every day of the week, make it happen. Get it done. That's it. All right. Once you're able to get all of those things done, you become very efficient. You fulfill all of those tasks you need to do for yourself. So these are ways you can actually help, amplify that work-life balance for yourself. Honestly, 8th tip: make your workspace work for you. Hey, I've actually mentioned it in some of my previous episode about, your personal workspace. Make your personal workspace amplify that set outcome you actually desire for, right? So working for yourself does not, it does tend to require long hours and not much downtime, right? So invest in equipment that will support you. That includes getting a comfortable chair and ergonomic keyboard, a support stand for your laptop, etc. An ergonomic assessment for workspace is worth every cent. Trust me. For those of us who have been working remotely ever since, or who started working remotely, at the initial start of the pandemic, you actually understand what I'm trying to say here. The truth is, regardless whether we will work from home or we work remotely from anywhere, the honest truth is, this is your personal workspace. Whatever it is you want to do with your personal workspace, leverage on the required tools to drive these things. It is very important. It is really, really very important for you to actually do that. So make your workspace work for you to help you maintain the work-life balance. Tap into technology. That's a 9th tip. Tap into technology. Instead of driving to a meeting, you can actually use your Skype. You can use your GoToMeeting. You can actually make use of your Zoom. Hey, thank God the technology, honestly. All of this is now been made readily available for us to help ease, all of this work task or anything we actually intend to do for ourselves. The 10th tip: make exercise a must do, not a should do. Let me say that again. Make exercise a must do, not a should do. It's easy to cancel the gym, the evening run, or the yoga class because the client wants something done yesterday, or even for your own self, right? Instead, ensure exercise is given as much priority as your clients. And making money, a healthy body means a fresh mind, which means you will function better and complete tasks in less time. Hey, health is wealth. Very important. You need to take care of you to actually facilitate that, work-life balance for yourself. Honestly, the truth is, we all know, the virus or the disease that has ravaged the world or the entire nation right now. And you have to cancel going to the gym. You can actually do exercise in every corner of your house, and there are different types of exercises which you can actually do to actually just keep you physically fit and healthy, to actually maintain, a good, healthy work-life balance, which is what I'm actually mentioning in my tips right now. The 11th tip: take time to make time. That's interesting, right? Invest in time tracking tools. There are plenty of tools you can actually use to track everything from frequency and duration of meetings to chasing and converting leads. Time tracking software also allows you to quickly build an understanding of how long a particular task takes you, right? That way you can effectively estimate how long your next work task. I can actually say that I recently downloaded a fitness app which actually helps to track my exercises. And I know, a lot of people have also been able to, friends, to be precise, friends have downloaded some apps which I can actually help even track their consumption of water. Can also help track their walk steps and all that. So there's so many applications which can actually help you in this regard. So just make use of all of those things to help you maintain your work-life balance. Know and nurture your network. What does that mean? Prioritize growing your network and have a structured lead conversion system in place so you can track the time cost involved to grow your network. Set the benchmarks early on and learn the lessons early. The truth is, whatever it is you're doing, if you want to nurture your network, make sure you're on point. Prioritize your time. Whatever it is you're doing, have a to-do list. Do it as a deemed fit. It's very important. Leverage software to actually make it easy for you. Leverage on applications, leverage on resources. You can look for research via Google search, Internet Explorer, and different other means. Do what you love. Very important. Do what you love. Hey, you have to do what makes you happy, right? Especially what you're passionate about doing. Make time for something you love other than work, and give it the time it deserves. It will energize and refresh you, and it enables you to nurture the creative thoughts that is essential to every individual, whether you're a professional, you're a business owner, you're a teacher, you're a scientist. Be realistic. That is very, very important. You and I know you can't deceive yourself. You have to be a realist. You have to be realistic with everything you do. Whether you're a husband, whether you're a professional, whether you're a father, whether you're your brother, you have to be realistic at everything you do. It's very, very important, because at the end of each working day, all right, perform a little self-analysis of yourself. I probably call that again metacognition and self-reflection. That's what it means to me. So look at yourself, evaluate yourself, take into account what you have done, take into account what you have been able to achieve, what are your achievements, what are your non-achievements. Then be realistic with yourself. Ask yourself what worked today, what didn't work, what went wrong, and how the issue can be fixed. That's how you can actually be realistic with yourself. This way, you are able to actually strike the balance between your work and your personal life. Remember, there are thousands of businesses, there are thousands of professionals, there are thousands of people like yours learning the same lesson every day. Don't forget to tap into the valuable resource around you. Your peers are also a resource which you can actually, tap into for help. Step out of your comfort zone. Working for yourself can get lonely sometimes, so schedule some phone calls or coffee time with like-minded, professionals, business owners to discuss your ideas. Offer each ideas to get more support, right? So honestly, you have to be strategic in everything you do. You have an idea to build maybe a multi-millionaire business. You don't want to be discussing such idea with someone who is actually not like-minded like you, right? You want to discuss those ideas with someone who can actually think in line of how you actually really want to become, that successful in whatever, business or anything you actually want to go into. I mean, I believe that's why people always seek for mentor. People seek for some type of, learning advices, or, so all of those things are evidence. To me, this is a validation. This is a validation that by actually making use of all of those tips, all of this research, all of this information, I was going to say, there's actually no doubt that you can actually maintain a healthy work-life balance. Trust me. Thank you for listening. I look forward to having you back on the show the next episode, and you all have a pleasant week ahead. Bye-bye. You have just listened to the Reconnecting the Dots podcast with your host, Abdurrahman. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or Google Play. And thank you for listening, and see you all next week. Bye-bye.